A shattered glass ceiling. The quest for a female president in 2024. The 2024 US presidential election holds a momentous possibility, electing the first female president. This prospect, once a distant dream, now feels within reach. The potential to shatter this ultimate glass ceiling signifies a monumental shift in American politics. It represents a cultural transformation, dismantling deeply ingrained gender norms. A female president would inspire generations of women and girls to come.
A legacy in the making. Women's march towards the Oval Office. The journey towards a female president is intricately woven into the fabric of American history. From the early suffragists to the trailblazing women who shattered political barriers, their unwavering spirit has paved the way for this transformative moment. The fight for women's suffrage, spanning decades of tireless activism, marked a pivotal turning point. The ratification of the 19th Amendment in 1920 granted women the right to vote, a fundamental step towards political equality. However, the path to the presidency remained elusive. Societal norms and deeply entrenched biases continued to hinder women's political aspirations. Undeterred, women persevered, gradually chipping away at the barriers that stood in their way. From Shirley Chisholm's historic presidential bid in 1972 to Geraldine Ferraro's vice presidential nomination in 1984, women continued to make history. Each milestone brought the dream of a female president closer to reality. The pioneers trailblazing women in American politics. Courageous women have challenged the status quo. These trailblazers paved the way for future generations. Shirley Chisholm, the first African-American woman in Congress, sought the Democratic presidential nomination in 1972. Her candidacy shattered barriers. Geraldine Ferraro ran for vice president in 1984. Her nomination was a significant step forward. Hillary Clinton became the first female presidential nominee of a major party in 2016. Though she lost, her candidacy inspired millions. These women laid the foundation for a future where a woman in the Oval Office is the norm.
The 2024 presidential election presents a unique opportunity for female candidates to make their mark on history. Several potential contenders have emerged as standard-bearers for female leadership. Senator Kamala Harris, the current vice president, is widely seen as a front-runner for the Democratic nomination. Senator Elizabeth Warren, known for her economic expertise, is another potential candidate. Nikki Haley, former governor and UN ambassador, is a rising star in the Republican Party. These women represent the diverse talent and experience that women bring to the political arena.
Section 5. The Gender Lens, Navigating Bias and Stereotypes. Despite progress, female candidates face unique challenges rooted in gender bias and stereotypes. These norms shape public perceptions and influence electoral outcomes. Women are held to higher standards, expected to be both tough and compassionate. Media often focuses on appearance over policy, perpetuating stereotypes. Overcoming these challenges requires challenging stereotypes and promoting media literacy. Section 6. The Power of Representation, Inspiring Future Generations. The prospect of a female president extends far beyond the immediate impact on policy and governance. It holds the transformative power to inspire future generations, particularly young girls, to envision themselves in positions of leadership. Representation matters. When young girls see women in positions of power, it expands their horizons and challenges traditional gender roles. It sends a powerful message that they too can aspire to break down barriers and achieve their full potential. A female president would serve as a role model for countless girls, demonstrating that their voices matter and their dreams are within reach. It would inspire them to pursue their passions, whether in politics, science, business, or any other field. Moreover, increased female representation in government has been linked to a greater emphasis on policies that benefit women and families, such as affordable childcare, paid family leave, and equal pay for equal work. By electing a female president, America would send a powerful message to the world that it embraces gender equality and celebrates the contributions of women in all spheres of life.
Section 7. A changing electorate, embracing diversity and inclusion. The demographics of the American electorate are undergoing a profound transformation, becoming increasingly diverse and inclusive. This evolving landscape presents both opportunities and challenges for female candidates seeking the presidency. The rise of women voters, particularly women of color, has significantly reshaped the political landscape. These voters, often motivated by issues such as healthcare, education, and economic opportunity, are a powerful force in elections. Furthermore, the growing influence of millennial and Gen Z voters, who tend to hold more progressive views on social issues, including gender equality, bodes well for female candidates. These generations are more likely to support candidates who champion diversity and inclusion. However, the electorate remains deeply divided along political, racial, and geographic lines. Female candidates must navigate these divisions carefully, building bridges across difference and appealing to a broad coalition of voters. To succeed, female candidates must embrace a message of unity and inclusivity, addressing the concerns of all Americans while championing policies that promote equity and opportunity for all.
Section 8. Breaking barriers, overcoming funding and media challenges. Despite the progress made, female candidates continue to face systemic barriers in fundraising and media coverage, often hindering their ability to compete on a level playing field with their male counterparts. Fundraising remains a significant challenge for female candidates, who often face greater difficulty in securing financial support from traditional donors. This disparity in funding can limit their ability to hire staff, run effective campaigns, and reach voters. Moreover, media coverage of female candidates often lags behind that of their male counterparts, and when it does occur, it often focuses on their appearance, personality, and family life, rather than their policy positions. To overcome these challenges, female candidates must adopt innovative fundraising strategies, cultivate a strong online presence, and demand fair and equitable media coverage. Organizations dedicated to supporting women in politics can also play a crucial role in providing resources and mentorship. By addressing these systemic barriers, we can create a more equitable political system that allows female candidates to compete on their merits and for voters to make informed decisions based on qualifications rather than gender. Section 9. The Policy Imperative, Women's Voices in Shaping the Nation's Agenda. The underrepresentation of women in government has real-world consequences, often resulting in policy decisions that fail to adequately address the needs and concerns of women and families. Women bring unique perspectives and lived experiences to the policymaking table. Their voices are essential in shaping legislation related to healthcare, education, childcare, economic opportunity, and a host of other issues that disproportionately impact women. Studies have shown that countries with higher levels of female representation in government tend to have lower levels of corruption, greater investment in social programs, and a more peaceful foreign policy. By electing more women to office, including the presidency, America can tap into a vast reservoir of talent, experience, and leadership that has long been overlooked. It is time for women's voices to be heard at all levels of government, from the local to the national.
To Section 10. A global perspective, female leadership on the world stage. The United States, despite being a global superpower, lags behind many other countries in terms of female representation in government. This deficit not only undermines American democracy, but also diminishes its standing on the world stage. From Angela Merkel's long tenure as Chancellor of Germany to Jacinda Ardern's compassionate leadership in New Zealand, women around the world are proving that they are more than capable of leading their countries with strength, wisdom, and compassion. These female leaders serve as an inspiration to aspiring female politicians and citizens alike, demonstrating that gender is no barrier to effective leadership. Their accomplishments challenge traditional notions of power and leadership, paving the way for a more equitable and just world. By electing a female president, the United States would join the ranks of these progressive nations, signaling its commitment to gender equality and its recognition of the vital role that women play in global affairs. Section 11. The future is female, a new era of political representation. The question is no longer whether America is ready for a female president, but rather when. The historical trajectory is clear. Women are ascendant in politics, and their voices will only grow louder in the years to come. The 2024 election represents a pivotal moment in this ongoing evolution. While the outcome remains uncertain, one thing is clear. The quest for a female president will continue, fueled by the tireless efforts of countless women and men who believe in a more just and equitable future. The future of American politics is inextricably linked to the full participation of women. By embracing diversity, challenging gender norms, and supporting female candidates, we can create a political system that reflects the rich tapestry of American society. The time has come for a new generation of leaders, one that embraces the talents and perspectives of all Americans regardless of gender. The future is female and it is bright.